This is a HeadGum podcast.
You're listening to the Morning After podcast.
If I'm watching a movie that's set in the 1920s, I'm immersed in the time period. Yeah. And all of a sudden, when a motherfucker start twerking, I immediately go, what? What period am I in?
Okay, I get the whole music element of it, but and there's so many different decades and genres of music that they could cover.
Yeah,
and even dance. There's tons of different styles of dancing from the 30s to the 50s, 80s, whatever. Are we really counting twerking as like a dance, like a real dance thing?
Let me tell you something, Kyle. Yes, yes, because twerking, it doesn't just evoke emotion or physical rhythm, it also evokes erections. Because once you go to the strip club and they start twerking, Kyle, it can change the course of humanity.
Okay, wherever Michael Jackson is right now, because we know he's not really dead, he's turning over in his grave at the fact that we're considering people who twerk dancers.
Well, it depends on the type of twerk you're doing. Some people put rhythm behind it and they could, twerk with one leg. They could twerk. They could make things happen. It's about the flow and which cheek is moving at what time. And no, I'm just saying, Sinners was like
it was so fun.
Yeah, I love the movie. I love the movie. Obviously, anything Michael B. Jordan does, I'm a fan of, and Ryan Coogler. But you're right. It was that moment they started twerking and then spitting in each other's mouths. I was like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't believe it.
Who wrote that? Who wrote that particular scene?
The twerk part?
No, the spitting in the mouth.
Apparently, somebody said that shit was real. It looked fake. It looked like a visual effect. Because let me tell you what I'm not doing as an actor. I don't give a damn if it's Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
If the scene is like, oh, she's got to spit in your mouth, it's one of those moments where I'm going to say, no.
So you want them to CGI a fake loogie?
Or figure out a way to do it. You can figure out a way. I mean, they made, Lauren London and Jonah Hill look like they were kissing in a movie, but they weren't really kissing.
Yeah. Is there anyone you would let spit in your mouth in a movie?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. That'd be about it. Actually, I don't even know if I would because I think she smokes cigarettes.
Oh, yeah. Cigarette breath?
She smokes cigarettes and she drink coffee and smokes cigarettes. Like, I drink coffee, but I'm not spitting in nobody's mouth. Cigarette and coffee together and you want to spit that in my mouth? So I take that back. Nobody. Nope. There's nobody. Even when Lily is like trying to share a drink with me and she leave all that backwash on the rim of a bottle, I'll be like, nah, you go get me another bottle. Like she'd be like, Daddy, can I have some? And I go, yeah. And it's just covered in spit. She gives it back to me. I'm like, no.
Cigarette breath is such a turnoff. I cannot do it. And cigarette voice.
Cigarette voice.
Hey, Lamorne, let me spit in your mouth. Like if Zoe Kravitz spoke I think she might be on that path if she keeps smoking.
You think so?
I don't want that for her. I'd hate to see that.
Hate to see it.
I smoked 2 cigarettes the first weekend of college.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up the next day to fit in and feel cool and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up the next day, throat was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Never touch a cigarette again. I just don't get the appeal.
I think what it does, if you keep smoking, it'll give you like a callus there, so you don't feel that pain anymore.
Oh, God.
If you keep smoking.
I don't want that.
I had to smoke. There was a low budget movie I did years ago called Small Jobs. My character was a smoker. And so, low budget, Chicago somewhere, they didn't have like the fake cigarettes that you can practice on. So I was practicing with real cigarettes.
Oh, God.
And it was brutal. I was getting headaches. I could never become addicted to cigarettes because maybe I don't have an addictive personality.
Mm-hmm.
But like that shit I never got numb to it,
Yeah. Hey, kids, don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Now, if you want to look cool, maybe
smoke
cigarettes. Smoke cigarettes. They do make you look really cool, though.
On film, they do look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never seen a person smoke cigarettes and I thought to myself, what a dork.
That's true.
I've always thought, yeah,
damn,
that chick fucks. She gets it in.
Like in Jurassic Park, Samuel L. Jackson's just crushing, hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
But he looks so cool doing it.
It looks so cool.
But then he also, spoiler alert, gets eaten by raptors. So,
Well, it's a fun
Might have
fact.
been
Raptors have
giveaway.
a nicotine addiction. Yeah.
Clever girl.
Yeah, so raptors, instead of going straight to this, they're so small, their hands are so small, they can't get the actual cigarette to light it. So they'll just eat a nigga who smokes cigarettes.
Well, luckily they had one there.
That's what I always say.
Oh man,
That's what I always say. We still got to get Zoe Kravitz on the podcast. She said she would do it.
guys, if you can, please
Yeah, I
help
think
us.
so.
Spam the comments, tag her on IG, tag her on TikTok if she's on
That's
there.
right. Show up at her apartment, ring the doorbell, leave letters,
If you happen to do her Uber Eats,
leave a note. Hey, you got to do the morning after podcast.
yes.
You know, if you happen to see her out and about, you're at a coffee shop, you see her at a coffee shop, drop a little card off. The morning after needs you. And her performance on the studio
Mhm.
reinforces my statement of my favorite actor.
She was on the studio?
Bro, she crushed it.
Oh, I didn't see that episode yet.
Yes, she bodied it. So character acting, doing the whole thing.
Dude, I was too into Mobland. I haven't Mobland
Ooh.
took over just everything.
If you guys haven't seen Mobland, do yourselves a favor. Go and watch it right now. It is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen. The acting is superb. There's not a weak link performance-wise on this show.
No.
And if there are a weak link, they get killed. No,
And in honor of Mobland, we're doing the rest of the episode in an English accent.
Mhm. Yeah. You like that? You like that? Yeah.
Oh, bro. No, we will not do that.
We will not do that. We'll lose every listener we have.
Do you want to welcome everyone back to the show?
I don't have to. No. Welcome to another edition of the Morning After podcast. I am Lamorne Morris. To my right, as always, rocking the PXG hat, looking like a straight up professional golfer, is Kyle, the legend, Chevron.
Golf game so strong.
Has it been getting better? Has it
Yeah.
been getting better?
It's getting so good.
So good.
Yeah, the golf game is great.
Y'all can't see this. Y'all can't see this. But every time Kyle and I do any slight Trump-ish sound, tone, hand gesture, the look from Sam off camera or Alicia when she's here, it is always, I mean, it could be in the morning. I could just go in the refrigerator and I go, I can't find the orange juice. Love orange juice. I'll look across the room. Alicia's just going like this.
So we'll do Christopher Walken instead.
Yeah.
It's great. The golf, we love it. Frankly, no, but yeah, we have been playing. Shout out PXG, you guys are the best. I'm ready to hit the course whenever. Tiger, if you're out there, please.
Yeah, Tiger.
We're ready.
Tiger, is he hurt? Does he still have like injuries?
I mean, who does? You always have injuries as you get older. I feel like.
I know, but I mean,
It's always aches and pains.
but I mean, is he like out there competing? I've been watching a lot of golf lately, and I don't see him.
I don't know. I think he's on a little break. I think he's on a break. I don't think he's fully retired, but I think he's on a little break.
I guess if you're that good and you've been that iconic, you've done the ride already. Nothing else to prove, I guess, at this point. Golf seems to be becoming a young man's sport.
I feel like it's cool right now. Like there's way more young kids who are like, oh, I want to get into golfing.
Yeah.
Which I like us growing up, I don't remember anyone really ever saying that.
A lot of young people are playing it. When we go to the range, I see young men, young women that are always there just fucking crushing it. And I'm like, damn, like when did, at what age did people start? I want to know that in the comments too. At what age did you pick up golf? I want to know how far I got. Like how good are you? And two, what age did you pick it up? Because I want to know how far I have to go.
Dude, there was a golfer. Wait, I just saw this. It popped up on IG. I meant to send it to you. I think I forgot. His name was Calvin Pete.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't pick up a golf club till he was 23, which is like pretty late for golf. Within 6 months, he was shooting under 80. He never took a lesson. He won 12 times on the PGA Tour. And he had an insane mustache. Some would say almost as good as mine, and insane sideburns.
Hold on, Calvin Pete. When was this?
I mean, I think he's like late 70s, early 80s, just by the attire.
Oh, so this was a long time ago.
Yeah, in a galaxy far, far away.
Because this motherfucker look old.
I mean, he's a 70s player for sure.
He looked like he used to pimp.
He might have. We don't judge.
No, I mean, like
we love our pimps.
Like had women working for him. That's what his
But he won
sideburns
12
say.
times on the PGA Tour.
Well, I don't know how much they were paying back then, but I know how much Holland was paying.
You
Holland was
were not hoeing in the 70s.
I'm just saying, you don't know what I was up to.
You traveled back in time to become a hoe?
There's a lot of women back there, like Bo Derek, that I would like. She was kind of fine. I'd like for her to buy me.
Deuce Bigelow, Lamorne Gigolo?
Yeah. Wasn't Bo Derek? Was Bo Derek was 70s? She was a 70s like tennis player or a model or something like that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bo Jackson. Oh, Bo Derek.
She's so bad.
She's kind of like I think Michelle Pfeiffer's around the same
Yeah,
age.
it's them braids.
Oh,
boy.
yeah,
Braids.
yeah.
Get your boy. That
Love
boy.
me. That cultural appropriation right
But
there.
That,
crazy.
That appropriation is something.
Oh,
some people
man.
I let get away with it.
Yeah. I think she's up there. Michelle Pfeiffer is like, for me, like one of those old baddies that even at 100, I think I may still be down if Michelle Pfeiffer were to like get divorced.
Michelle Pfeiffer, who's her husband?
David E. Kelly.
Ooh, David E. Kelly. You know what? You know how I feel
Kelly.
about certain folks, that I gotta like
Jovi.
watch myself before I disrespect them. However, David E. Kelly never hired me for shit. Love you, David E. Kelly.
Yeah.
But you never looked out for me.
Yeah, you never put him in Boston Legal.
I've always wanted to be in Boston Legal.
You never put him in Ally McBeal.
Love an alley.
You never put him in The Practice.
I love practice. Practice makes perfect. That's what they say.
Big Little Lies. Didn't see you in that one.
Yeah, because I never lied, never told a lie.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah, you're going to need a lawyer after you see this one.
And The Undoing.
Oh, I love to do. I don't undo it. I just love to do it. You know,
Nobody
you
does like this guy.
Yeah, nobody does. Everybody says they do, but they don't. They can't.
You're
Quite
such
frankly,
a doer.
I'm a doer, quite frankly. I've done it. I've done it to everyone. Everyone's been asking me to do it to them, and I've done it to all of them.
You can do it.
My nickname is Nike because I sometimes just do it.
Just do it. We love you, Michelle Pfeiffer. Funny enough, I think the oldest woman in the world just died. I think I saw that happen recently.
Damn.
I think she was in Detroit or something.
What if she died on that big Detroit slide? Remember that big metal slide?
Oh my God. No, like it was her final wish to like hit the slide.
This slide, she
They're
just
like,
go,
What's the
bam!
worst that could happen?
Just straight up.
Broke every bone in her body.
That's the-
Boop, dead.
I love Detroit, but y'all, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Honestly, if you were to tell me, like, where do you think this slide is located? Detroit.
No, I would have said Mississippi.
No, they would have made like a bootleg version of it.
Yeah.
This looked legit. It just was not. They test it?
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It had ridges in it and everything. This shit had it was made out of metal and it was rigid. They put you in a potato sack and then toss you down the thing. People were getting concussions, bleeding,
Bro,
breaking.
I believe it.
I was like, why is this a thing? It costs $1 to get on.
Yo, and it stayed open, I feel like, way too long. Like, once that first video goes viral.
First of all, somebody gave somebody money to make it.
Well, someone also gave money to make that D. Wade statue, and we know how that thing looks. That is not D. Wade.
Oh, my gosh.
So on this show, guys, as you know, we love to poll the fans.
We do. We poll the fans.
We've got some polling to do because it's been a minute.
The question that we had asked the fans last week, I posted it on my page, so always be on the lookout for some of these polls, was would you allow the Neuralink chip to be implemented into your brain? Obviously, majority of the folks, I think it was 98% said no.
Yeah.
But there was a couple hundred, it felt like, that voted yes.
So funny enough, I actually watched some videos on the first and second person who received the Neuralink. They're both essentially paralyzed. What they were doing was they were on an old system of being able to communicate, which is where they have to basically like look with their eyes at every single letter and able to talk through the machine. And it's super tedious, like requires a lot of energy. And the main thing that the one guy said is now he can basically just look with his eyes or because it's connected to his brain. I'm not a scientist. We are the #1 science podcast on the internet, but I'm not a scientist in that realm. But he's like, now he's able to communicate way faster with his kids, which was like the main reason he was down to do it.
He's not faster, but he can communicate faster mentally.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like actually help you physically. It doesn't like do anything.
Not yet, but I think that is something they want to eventually get to, is where they can repair stuff that is broken.
Is that what transhumanism is?
I don't know.
Yeah, more or
That's
less.
what they do?
The idea is like eventually you're using biotech and cyborg technology could kind of make yourself like a better human than human.
Them
Hmm.
nanites, them bloodshot nanites.
I heard that's about to be a real thing. The nanites. Love a nanite.
Well, so then the other guy who got it too, he can like talk normally. He's just paralyzed from the neck down. He got it, and now he's able to interact with his computer way easier and way
Okay.
better, which was like the big thing that he wanted to use it for. But I mean, I'm not getting it right now because I'm an able body. Like I don't need it.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna be able to get that and know how to do kung fu,
That's
know
what I
how
mean.
to speak a million languages,
That's what I need it for.
be able to dunk, maybe potentially.
I would need it. I would have to need it for some sort of ability. I don't need any extra ability
Yeah.
right now because some people, especially, you know what I'm saying, when I have if I enjoy like a nice evening with a young lady, like by the time we're done, she considers me superhuman. You know what I mean? Like by the time our
Yeah.
date's over, she's like, "Oh, he's different.
He's him.
He is him." You know what I mean? Outer worldly is just the way I've been described. But like, so I don't need any enhancements. But if Elon was like, listen, this could make you jump higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gives you stronger elbows. You know what I mean? Like no neck
Are
pain.
your elbows weak?
No, they get hurt a lot.
Oof.
Yeah, so I have a hard time like flexing
Yeah.
because my elbows
Just
are.
flexing on haters.
Yeah, and then like when I dunk, my elbow's been hitting the rim a lot. So I feel like that,
Bad problem to
bigger
have.
calves, or if I could like instantly think of the sculpt of my body and the way I needed it to look, like reptilian, like y'all reptilians out there, y'all daywalkers. For all you lizard people out there, we coming for you to honestly ask if we could have some of your DNA. Like I just be like, please, bro, like cut yourself, cut me, and let's be blood brothers.
Yeah, that's how that movie with Taylor Aaron Johnson went, where the lion, a drop of blood from the lion got in him, and now he is superhuman. I'm like, that's how it works.
The hunter, Craven.
At least Spider-Man, he gets bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Craven the Hunter. That's an example of why I get upset when I'm not in like Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Dope.
That's a smart bet to have him star in your movie.
Yeah,
he's dope.
And he's English.
I think he's great. Yeah, you can't go wrong with an English actor, especially one that's ripped up and shredded and is highly trained of an actor as him.
Appreciate you saying that about me.
Not talking about you. But I don't know if it was the script. I don't know if it was the direction. That movie just wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be because I was excited about it.
Yeah, I think it was a David E. Kelly production, if I'm correct.
David E. Kelly made that movie?
I don't know.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
We love you, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Love you, David E. Kelly.
All right, I got a question for you here. Funny enough, would you rather be able to talk to animals, shout out Dr. Doolittle,
love Dr. Doolittle,
or speak all human languages?
Ooh.
That's actually a really good one.
I'd say I'd love to be able to talk to animals.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, just because there's a lot of animal cruelty, there's a lot of theories that we think we know about animals and how they're treated because they can't speak for themselves, obviously. So we feel like, oh, animals love it when you dogs love it when you rub their face.
Yeah.
What if you talk to a dog and he's like, I hate that shit. Like that shit hurts. They're literally rubbing my eyeballs.
Yeah.
How about I rub your eyeball? You tell me if that shit's endearing.
Oh no, I hate eyeball stuff.
Rubbing an eyeball. People be doing this to their dog. People, you know what I'm saying? Like putting food on the floor. The dog. What if the dog was like, what am I, a dog? I'm not eating off the floor. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I do feel you there.
Like there's certain things that I wish I could just communicate with. And like if I was in the ocean, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to communicate down. I'd be like, listen, I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend. I'm not gonna come back here. I know this is your home.
Yeah.
But honestly, stop eating the surfers. They're just trying to have a good time. Stuff like that.
That would make you Aquaman, Jason Momoa.
Shut the fuck up.
Your man crush.
So I would like to talk to animals. I think there's more application to that and more world altering application to that because that's a thing that's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn every language. If he has dedication.
That's crazy. There's so many
but it's hard.
languages.
It's hard, but it's doable.
Yeah. A fear of mine is getting eaten by a bear, which I don't want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could communicate with animals, I could tell the bear, back off.
Yeah.
But I think I'm picking human language because then I can travel anywhere in the world and have no issues.
See, I'm thinking altruistically. You're thinking selfishly.
No, I could still help people.
How?
This is like,
'Cause I speak your language?
Yeah, this is like Professor X. Like he was hearing like all the issues of all the mutants. Like he could hear all their pain.
Oh, great white savior
But
coming in to help the people
them.
by speaking the language.
Yeah.
That's terrible, Kyle. They have other people in their culture that speak their language, but you think you're the savior because you showed up on your white horse, your long hair.
When did I get white horse? When did I grow my hair?
You just showed up on a steed and you're like, I come to save the people. They're like, we good. This is Italy. What are you talking about? But speaking the language. Whoa. What are you talking about?
No, I still would pick human. So I'd still pick human language for sure.
Because what if you're riding a horse, for example, and the horse is like, I'm about to buck and throw you off. And you'll say, you got 2 seconds. Get off the horse. If you're in a zoo.
I never get on a horse. That's how you beat that.
What if you go to a zoo and the gorilla's like, bro, you got to let me out of here.
I don't support zoos.
Also, you don't support gorillas.
No, I do support gorillas in the wild. I don't want to see them locked up.
But if you spoke the language, you can be able to get them out.
They won't let me out. I'm locked up.
Folks, let us know in the comments.
What are you picking?
Would you rather
talk to gorillas?
Well, not just gorillas. Would you be able to Dr. Dolittle your way through the world, meaning you can speak to animals, or would you rather speak every language on earth? Let us know. Rank your top 5 restaurants in LA. This one's tough because I don't really go out anymore here.
Man, top 5. I'm not the biggest foodie, but I could maybe like the top 5 we go to, but that doesn't mean they're the best.
Because we're not what do you call it? We're not food critics. We're not LA socialites. We sit here at the house.
So that would make Buffalo Wild Wings would probably be on that list.
Buffalo Wild Wings is high up the list.
I'd probably give that like a 5.
Because I think they cook their wings in beef tallow, which I think is healthier.
Beef tallow.
That's what my brother told me. So shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's a nice one. I like a little poquito más.
Poquito más, okay.
That's a better Chipotle, basically. I give that probably like a 4 spot.
Okay.
I feel like Ketch is pretty good. Maybe give Ketch a 3 spot right there. Ooh, 2 spot. This is gonna be tough. Raising Cane's maybe sneaking in there at the 2 spot.
Cane's. Oh my god.
Can never go wrong with the little 3-piece from Raising Cane's. The 1 spot. Do you have a 1 spot?
Well, I ain't need my 5. This is your 5.
Oh, I thought you were agreeing with.
I'm not putting fast food in there. I'm putting Raising Cane's in that motherfucker. I mean, Raising Cane's is good, but this it's everywhere, ain't it? Raising Cane's that's like saying McDonald's is my favorite LA restaurant.
No, Raising Cane's a little more limited than McDonald's. They're not everywhere. Fun fact: when I was in Boston, the first Raising Cane's was put in.
Oh yeah,
and that's where I ran into world supervillain Big Baby Davis,
Glenn Big Baby Davis,
Celtics player, now turned mastermind criminal.
Dude, mastermind, bro.
Yeah, he would be there every day. I'd go to class, go into Raising Cane's, see him there in a booth.
Oh, it's in a booth.
Taking up a whole booth because he was a big dude,
big guy, 6'10", something like that, maybe. So what's your number 1?
Number 1. Ooh, that's tough. Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say number 5 is probably, just to say it, but this is everywhere too. But I order it all the time. If I just need pure protein, it is Buffalo Wild Wings. I just order it straight up, either plain wings or lemon pepper wings.
Was that not what I said for number 5?
Yeah, I agree with your number 5. Okay. I think that's where it ends.
Josh, roll it back real quick where he said, I'm not your list. I'm not putting fast food.
I'm not putting fast food in there. That's not fast food. Buffalo Wild Wings is a straight up restaurant.
It's like fast casual. It's a different category.
It's a chain, but it's not fast food. You got to go and sit down, and it's a whole thing. You got to wait for your order.
Number 4?
I want to say Prince Street Pizza.
But this guy's literally using my list.
You said Joe's.
You're saying pizza. Okay. Prince Pizza.
No, wait.
Yeah,
So with
Matt?
your logic, Kyle, if I say food, I'm stealing your list. Pizza is
you legitimately looked at my list and said, "That's not my list. I'm not putting no fast food on there."
because you
blah,
put
blah.
Raising Cane's on it.
I
And put keto
the
mas.
first two you said were two I said: Wild Wings and pizza.
Where you got Joe's was your number one.
That's
They were
pizza.
different pizza places.
Joe's was your number one.
Yeah.
And you used Raising Cane's, and that's the only time I checked you on fast food. I was like, Raising Cane's is everywhere, and Raising Cane's is fast food.
Roll the clip.
Did I
Roll
not
the
say
clip.
that in
Roll the
real
clip.
time?
You did
Roll
say
the
that.
clip.
I did say that
Roll
in
the
real
clip.
time. I'm not putting fast food in there. I'm putting Raising Cane's in that motherfucker.
Raising Cane's, if you're listening, I love you.
Also, Raising Cane's isn't really like an LA local.
That's
like,
what I was-
fast
that's
food
why I
chain.
was
It
saying
doesn't
it.
really feel like the best Raising Cane's is.
It's
Raising
local
Cane's
to
in
me.
LA.
It's 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
They don't get more local than that. I can walk there.
Number 3 is John and Vinny's. I want to go John
Okay.
and Vinny's. It's really good. I didn't know about it until Sam told me about it. She's obsessed
Put
with
you
it.
on.
She's obsessed with it. They have a table with her name on it.
Do they
It's so
actually?
beautiful. It's so beautiful. You gotta see
Damn, what
it.
you go there too much. It's like when they framed that Obama table that he went on with Anthony Bourdain. They literally put like glass around the table where they sat at. They gotta do that for you.
2 is Katsuya. I like
Oh.
Katsuya sushi. It used to be sugarfish, but I haven't eaten the sugarfish in a while. They still have sugarfish?
I think it's
I
still
haven't-
around.
yeah, I haven't had
heard
sugarfish
them.
in
I don't
so
think they ran
long.
out of fish yet.
And number 1 is Catch. Can't go wrong with Catch.
Okay.
We hang out a lot. I'm literally friends with the owner just because he went first. I had my birthday at Catch. I love Catch.
There you go.
I put Catch at number 1. He put Catch at number 5 or 4. Prince Street Pizza is great because they got that honey pepperoni pizza with ricotta cheese.
That thing is spicy as all heck. I can't do it. If you could legally steal one thing without any consequences, what would you steal and why?
The hearts and minds of the nation.
Wow. I don't think you'd have to do that because you already did. See what
If
I
I
did
could
there?
steal one thing legally.
Yeah. For me, it's a declaration of
I
independence.
knew you were going to say that. Because I knew you were going to say that.
I just want to hold it for one day. I just want to have it like up against the wall, have it on the wall,
Mhm.
and then I'll return it.
Man, probably like a military tank. But no,
Ooh.
no. I would if like steal it and have it like it's mine.
Yeah.
There's this house that they built in LA. It's $177 million. It's cool as hell, dude. I want to steal that and just be the rightful owner. And just, I'd move so many families in there, man. People be living lavish.
That house is crazy.
Yeah, that light bill.
I don't even think that's a house. That's
Oh.
more of like that's a facility.
No, it's a different one. There's a different one.
Another $100 million.
I don't know
one?
why. They're building a lot of $100-something million houses for some reason. Like,
Who is
I don't
buying these?
I don't think anybody is. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Is it a way to like hide money? What is happening with these homes?
Dude.
There's this one house, Steven just posted it on his IG.
$170 million.
Let me look it up right now.
So you're stealing a house.
Look at this. Make sure we play this. This is crazy. Like I would like to just vacation there for a weekend.
Mm,
That's inside how crazy is that? Look
that's
at this
insane.
wing.
$170 million.
177 million.
Damn, you could help a lot of animals with that money.
Bro, especially if I talk to them, we're like, hey, y'all want a bed? You want king size, queen size? What you want? What you want? Look at that. What is that?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a wellness wing?
Nah, that's too fancy.
Too fat, bro.
Yeah, that's too crazy.
This stuff like this is the only reason why I would like to be a billionaire. I always said, if you gave me $5 billion, I would walk away with $1 billion because I'd give away $4 billion of it.
Mm,
You know what I mean? To like people who needed it. And I wouldn't do it through
gorillas?
I wouldn't do it through an organization either. I would
no,
do
those
it.
are all scams.
Yeah,
Dude, let's be real.
I'm straight up walking to your house. Hey, you need $1 million? Got you. Hey, you need $1 million?
Robin Hood
Got you.
shit.
$1 million? Got you. I'm doing that. That's gonna be my life's mission. Because at that point, I don't have to work anymore. My job will be to give away $4 billion.
Yeah, you're basically Mr. Beast.
Right.
you think a lot of these become like hype houses? Like there's like 20 TikTokers all living together, or like
Oh,
some
yeah.
commune?
There was one house that was, I forget where it was, but it was this crazy expensive house in the hills, and nobody bought it. And next thing you know, it's just overrun by TikTokers and influencers. And they just mess the whole house up.
Get ready with me.
Watch me get my first period. Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to roll on a condom today. Here's a banana. What, dude? That's gay, dude.
Do they still do that in health class?
I don't know.
I haven't been to school in a while. I don't know if they still do that in health class.
I don't know what they be doing, man. Because when I was in health class, they didn't do none of that shit. They were just like, man, go to this website. They said, go to Pornhub, figure it out. Y'all be fine.
Yeah, that's how I learned.
Our teacher, when I was in third grade, she put on Boys in the Hood for us. And there was multiple sex scenes and like just straight up titties. And
She showed you that?
in third grade. And I remember us all laughing.
What?
Yeah, we were all sitting there dying laughing. And you just hear her go, man, what y'all know about all that? We were like,
See,
nothing until now.
Why are they showing you that movie in third grade?
You know, that's negative reinforcement. What they were trying to do to the young kids is let us know that, you know, you're in this situation. Because we was on the south side of Chicago, so it was very much so like what you saw in Boys in the Hood. But they wanted to remind us that no matter what you do, you always gonna be a nigga. That's what they was doing. I don't know what they was doing.
That's what they said at my school too.
They just had a Cuban accent when they said it. If you had to be haunted by a ghost, but it was a celebrity ghost, who would you pick? Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, he's not dead yet, but I feel I don't want him to die either. But I feel like Christopher Walken would be such a good ghost.
Kyle.
I'm a ghost. Goblin.
Cool. Wow, you sure do masturbate a lot, Kyle.
What are you doing? You're doing it wrong.
Oh, you don't use two hands.
Yeah. Irving. I think Christopher Walken would just be such an entertaining ghost.
Christopher Walken?
Yeah, but again, I want him to live forever, so I don't ever want to see him become a ghost.
Same here. You know what? I have the same.
Christopher Walken?
No, not Christopher Walken, but the same idea that this person's alive.
Who?
Tony Robbins.
Oh.
I'd want Tony Robbins to always be motivating me. I'm tired. He's like, you got to get up. You got to go.
Gotta go.
Nothing's going to happen when you're laying in bed. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, shit. Thanks.
It's almost
Tony.
Mark Wahlberg, kind of.
Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't want Mark Wahlberg, dude. He'd wake up too early.
Bro, why you 4 a.m. or whatever he's
Straight up
waking
4
up?
a.m., bro. I'm just getting home from the club. I'm just getting home from Joe's Pizza.
No, you don't go to Joe's.
I just get home.
You're not allowed back.
Joe's
You have
Pizza.
been canceled from Joe's.
Shout out to
They
Joe's.
just texted me. You are banned for life. Ooh, this is a crazy one.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have the ability to time travel, but only to the past, and you can't interact with anything, or be able to see into the future, but only 5 minutes ahead?
No, the past. Why would I?
Nick Cage has a movie like this. I think it's called The Knowing or something with Jessica Biel, where you can see literally 5 minutes into the future.
Dude, you know who else has that? Madam Web. That's a Madam Web premise. She sees right 5 minutes in the future. Yes, that's what Madam Web is.
She couldn't see that big ass firework that shot through the sign into the ocean and then hit her in the eye. She couldn't see that coming. Here's my gripe with Madam Web.
It's not that bad.
How
It's
many
bad.
times is that villain, who's essentially Spider-Man, gonna let Dakota Dakota Johnson just run him over with a car? She hits him with a car so many times in this movie. I think it's like 4 or 5.
A lot. It's a few
I've
times.
never seen someone get hit with a car so many times.
Yeah.
Who's literally Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was the one issue I had with the movie. I was like, do they have any other things he can get hit with? Try an anvil.
No.
Drop a piano on his head. They were like, nah, Buick. We got to get him. We got to get him with the 4-door. The Suburban Town. Bow. Lincoln Town car. Clip him.
Honestly, guys, Madam Web is a really fun movie. Get you a bottle of wine. Okay.
Get you a couple 8 balls of cocaine.
Yeah. Take down half the bottle, like in the first 5 minutes of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then like casually sip throughout the rest of the movie. You will really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Madam Web, do it on shrooms.
That could also be very fun.
Yeah, do just like slightly too many shrooms.
Then that movie is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah. Then I think you could really like enjoy it.
Wait, so you're gonna pick going into the future and seeing 5 minutes ahead?
No, I'm going to the past.
Okay, but you can't interact with anything.
No, because I could learn that way. Like I could learn anywhere in the past, because you said anywhere in the past.
Yeah. The past is the past. You can go anywhere.
I'm learning so much, bro. I hate history class because I think it's all bullshit for the most part. People are just, it's his story. So people are just telling a tale to say that they were the winners.
Or her story.
Well, that's the problem. She don't be getting to tell her story.
Or them or they story.
They don't get it. She don't get it. They got his story. And it's all about who won.
The winners, victor, yeah.
Yeah. So if you won, you get to say whatever you want. Like, that's the same we said about Michael Jordan.
History goes to the Victor Wembanyama.
That's right. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama, who's a monk now. If you were a wizard, but you could only perform one spell, what would it be and how would you use it in everyday life?
You're a wizard, Harry. Dang, okay, so I'm a wizard.
That's right. Washington Wizard.
The
ability to win a game.
I think it would be a time travel spell or just ability to like travel, a teleport spell.
A teleport spell.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a spell though. That's like
there's rules to spells now? What
a spell is something that you can like do to other people or do to, it's like when I put a spell on you or I have the ability to control something. A time travel is like a superpower. Because then why call it a spell? It's the same thing as a superpower. Oh, I have ability to fly. I want to make a spell that makes me able to fly. That's not a spell. A spell is something that it's magic. It's something that's false. It's not actually real. It's making you believe something. That's what a spell is. A love potion, a love spell. I make you feel like you're in love with me. You're not really in love with me.
There's not only one type of spell. There's not just like a spell that makes you do this. There's other spells, like there's a spell to make this thing levitate. That's a spell. Wingardium Leviteleport. And then I'd hit myself with it, and then I would go in whatever place I need. I wouldn't need a plane. I wouldn't need a train.
All right, that's fair, I guess.
I only get one. I'm just eliminating the trap, like the
I don't know what spell means.
Annoying part of travel.
Because I thought spell meant something else. Maybe a potion is just the actual.
You're thinking of that's
equipment.
A concoction.
A potion is an equipment.
I mean, a spell's not far off from a superpower, but it's like a one-time thing. It's like you do it when you say the word.
Again.
And if you can do it in Harry Potter, it's a spell.
I mean, I've seen Hocus Pocus. I've seen other movies where they do spells. It's not just one. Also, we're talking about a fake thing. There's no legit rules to spells, guys. What are we doing here?
If that's what you want to use it for, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought that it meant.
But what are you using it for? You better have a really good answer for this one.
My spell? To make everybody happy in times of torment and war. That would be my spell. You know why? You know why, Kyle? Because everyone deserves a little piece of these nuts. Yeah, I'll make a spell so everyone's happy.
Damn.
So there's no more fighting. There's no more, this is my land. That's not your land.
It's a spell, or are you making a spell or a potion that everyone needs to consume?
No, it's a spell. I can cast a spell over the masses and everyone's like, hold on. Wait a minute. My brother, why are we fighting, my brother? Let's all fucking just vibe out. Yeah, what would you do, Sam? What would you, if you had the ability to put a spell on people? And don't say, every day's a Taylor Swift concert. Don't say that.
I put a spell on you.
Don't say that.
That's I actually liked your answer, Lamorne. I just didn't know if it was genuine.
It's genuine.
Just the dictator.
If everybody's happy, I could retire. My biggest nightmare is people who are dickheads and people are just angry. That's my biggest nightmare.
It takes more effort to be a dick than it is to be a nice person. Yeah. I will say that.
Yeah, and that's why it's hard to be a man.
Yeah.
Because we have dicks.
We're already behind. We're already behind the 8 ball, especially if you have a bigger one.
Yeah, because you got to drag that thing around everywhere.
It's tough.
I'm changing it. I would like to talk to my dog.
That was the
Dr.
other
Doolittle.
question.
Thank you. That's a great Dr. Doolittle. She want to be Dr. Doolittle.
I got one here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather live in a deserted island alone or with someone who never shut up?
With someone who never shut up.
Really?
Yeah, just because like I could run to it like really fast to a different part if I wanted silence.
Mm-hmm.
just for like a limited time. But if I'm by myself the whole time, I want to need somebody to talk to, because there's also like, it also depends on who. Like if it's with like a dude who talks too much, I don't know.
So you're saying if it were a female who talked too much, you'd be okay with that?
Then it's just everyday life.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like living with your wife. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the females, man.
Shout out to, because then at least we, you know, you need companionship.
Yeah, because if you don't have a female there, I know you, dude. You're gonna be your desert island gonna be filled with holes everywhere.
Bro,
just dug up hills.
No, that's too
dug
dry.
up holes. I mean,
that's too dry. That's too dry.
I mean, you find a little like water or something to fill them with, but I feel like your thing would just be like, why are there so many holes on this island? Is he playing golf? And I'm like, oh no, he's just doing sex things with all these holes.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory about Tom Cruise?
No.
That he has sex with fish?
What? No, that's Kevin Costner in Waterworld.
That's Richard Gere with gerbils.
Where did this start?
Oh no, I heard it, but people were talking about it.
Apparently, the gerbil story.
It's not relevant to the story.
I don't think that's real. How do you have sex with fish?
Yeah,
you take their teeth out. That's oral. This is oral because they don't have.
Sure.
But apparently, the gerbil story, real quick, just a fun fact of knowledge for everyone, was started allegedly by Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone did that?
Apparently, he was in some beef with Richard Gere, and he started a crazy rumor about the gerbil. Yeah.
Huh. Legendary actor Tom Cruise recently found himself trending for all the wrong reasons. The Hollywood veteran is currently the subject of a wild story that has stemmed from various social media channels, prompting various reactions online. The rumors date back to 2020, when a user who goes by an alias NT took to the celebrity gossip blog Crazy Days and Nights to share an anecdote. They claim to have seen a celebrity purchase some raw sea bass and then take the fish as is unwrapped to a bathroom and exit without it after about This is so stupid.
I don't think this is anything.
Can you look up the Richard Gere one real quick? Widely believed to be an urban legend of Richard Gere, not based on any real event. While there's no definitive proof, some suggest actor Sylvester Stallone started the story, yeah.
Others propose the rumor could have been started by the Church of Scientology as retaliation for Gere's negative comments about the organization.
It's Richard Gere.
What if Tom Cruise took the fish into the bathroom
and just ate it
and flushed it down the toilet and set it free?
Why is no one thinking about the fact of him just eating it?
Why would he have to eat it in the bathroom? Why did he just take it home to fuck it? And like a nice pillow, bed, like some candles, some wine. You know, at least he warm it up, then fuck it.
That's a Dr. Doolittle. That's a crazy
cold fish
remake of Dr. Doolittle.
And how big is the sea bass?
Sea basses, I think, he get pretty large, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's not like a goldfish. Like, I think a sea bass is like...
Sea bass get that big?
Like a solid 3 inches, right?
That's about 3 inches.
Yeah, I'd say so. If you had a warning label, what would it say?
A warning label. Warning, you will never be first in my life. My daughter is.
Oh, that's a real warning label.
A lot of women think they could just come in and they're like going to take priority.
I thought you were about to say warning label. This guy about to make you wet.
No, they don't. Whoa, Kyle.
I mean, yeah, that's something you've said on the pod
Kyle,
before.
I've never been accused of making a woman wet. Ever, man. Like, that's
damn
gross.
Sex game, average.
Sex game. And now it's probably below average. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, you got the PRP in the shoulders now. Now you can actually move your shoulders. Now you can lift women up and put them down and then lift them up.
Oh, God. I got PRP in both shoulders. I'm about to come out here Canelo'd out, but with the big shoulders. Once I'm able to work out my shoulders, y'all about to see.
Delt game crazy.
Something different. Get your deltoids here.
Yeah.
You got 3 parts of the deltoid. Yeah. There's
Do deltoids look small?
They look small to you.
What do you think?
Yeah, deltoids look small to you. Yeah. Put write in the comments below who you think we're impersonating.
Do my deltoids? Deltoids right here.
The deltoids right here look small.
Here. Yeah. That was my last question. I don't have any more.
I got one. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to yell?
Mate, I only fucking yell.
That's what you'd rather be?
Yes.
You'd be like an immigrant mom, when I'm from Belize,
yeah.
all the old people was yelling. all the time yelling. My boy Juicer, Pakistan. He was
His mom just be yelling?
No, every time he would get on the phone with his mom, he'd always be yelling. And I was like, dude, why are you always mad at your mom? And he's like, well, I'm not mad at my mom. He's like, we're like talking.
Just
I was
talking.
like, why are you yelling? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yelling. And I was like,
That's a lot of cultures, I feel like.
Screaming, bro. Yeah.
Does the scream automatically come with the clap?
The clap? I never had the clap.
No, not that clap. I'm like, when people be screaming when they clapping.
Oh, that's different. That's black. That's black culture. Because it's almost like I told you once.
What?
It's like it's like in general.
I thought you were about to say you already told me once.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like I told you once, right? But since I got to tell you again, I got to clap so you can. Hello. It's almost like look alive, motherfucker. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to tell you twice.
Yeah.
But if I got to tell you twice, I'ma make sure you heard me. Because if somebody talking and clapping at the same time, you looking. You're not gonna just ignore a person talking and clapping. If Alicia were here right now, she that's what she do. She talk and clap.
Yeah, whispering. I don't think I have the ability to whisper. So I'm gonna auto default to yelling. I'm a yeller.
Auto default to old yeller.
Yep.
I'm whispering. You know why? Because I saw Prince. I met Prince once. He did the New Girl episode, and Prince didn't raise his voice at all.
Great episode, by the way.
Thank you for saying so. That means a lot. And I remember Prince never raising his voice. In fact, it would be like a room full of people, like a set, like 100-something people in there. Mm. And he would just talk like this, and he'd be very, very still and quiet, and everybody heard him because everybody was like, shut the fuck up when the man is talking. And that's what we did. And he was so, so peaceful and still, and he can save his voice that way.
Yeah, my voice is going to be shot.
You're going to be like, hey, man!
Dude, Cuban people are loud.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? It's in my DNA.
You know who else has that in their DNA? Lily.
Lily is, she is very loud.
My daughter just be yelling for some reason. I'm like, damn, you come straight from Belize too? You ain't never been to Belize.
Right.
Why you?
Yeah, you gotta take her.
Sound like somebody auntie.
Oh my god, if she goes on a trip there, she can't come back any louder. I guess, right?
Yeah. She gonna come back loud, but it was so crazy because when you go to Belize,
never been.
Yeah. I've only been once. Unfortunately, for my father's funeral. But when I was there, people aren't yelling.
Huh.
I think I think there's something with the frequency of America when they get here, because everybody's you go to New York, everybody loud as shit just because they can't hear nothing. Yeah, it's always something. It's the loudest city in the world is probably New York. So stupid, loud for no reason. Everybody yelling over each other. Ugh, gross.
Crazy.
Gross.
Someone told me for the first time that I had like a New York, New Jersey accent, which I've never been told before in my life.
Yeah, I don't see New Jersey. Like when you told me you're from New Jersey, I didn't.
Yeah, do you guys hear that at all? I don't hear it at all.
I hear it a little bit.
Really? In certain words?
Yeah, if you were to ask me like what part of the country you're from, I would have guessed around Jersey.
Well, that's because I'm like, bro, like here's the thing, dude. Like
I would say Florida.
The state that Las Vegas.
Las Vegas? The state? Oh, Nevada?
Oh.
Nevada?
Yeah, I would say Nevada. Actually, would I? Nevada? No, I would say Nevada.
Nevada?
Yeah, Nevada.
Nevada's correct.
How do you say coffee?
Coffee.
Yeah.
You say coffee.
Coffee with water.
You say coffee.
Yeah, yo.
How do you say mozzarella?
I say mutz.
Say mozzarella.
I say pass me the fresh mutz.
Who's that little kid on Instagram who does that? He's always like, come on, it's a mozzarella.
Yeah, it's a mutz.
I say, I don't want a coffee. I want a coffee.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Tag that kid. I don't know who he is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He reminds people compare him to the Rizzler. Because he's like a little chubby kid. He's always eating his grandma's cooking. He's always sitting there. He's so funny. That's all we got?
Yeah, we're going to play a quick game, I believe, right?
In honor of the 2025 NBA Finals, we have an incredibly difficult, nearly impossible to solve Thunder versus Pacers themed trivia game for you.
Okay.
And we're calling Full Cameo Press.
Oh.
Now, did the following TV shows or movies feature players from the OKC Thunder or the Indiana Pacers? Could be current or former players. Oof, this is going to be difficult. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, number one is Parks and Recreation.
Did it have an OKC Thunder, past or present, or an Indiana Pacer in it, past or present?
My guess is OKC Thunder, but I don't know which player it is.
My guess is the Pacers, and I'm going to say it's an old Pacer like Rick Smits or Meta World Peace. I don't know.
This was supposed to be the easiest one. This was
Great.
the Pacers.
Yes, I said Pacers. Wait, don't tell me. Was it Reggie Miller? Was it Larry Bird?
Cheryl Miller.
It was Detlef Schrempf.
I swear to God, I was going to say Detlef Schrempf.
And Roy Hibbert.
Detlef Schrempf played for the Pacers?
Roy Hibbert?
Yes.
I thought he only played for the
He was
Sonics.
in multiple episodes of...
I honestly didn't watch Parks and Rec religiously.
I didn't.
This is crazy.
That's not the easiest one.
No.
It's easiest for you because you watched that show. Thunderstruck has Kevin Durant in it.
Yeah, that's easy because it's Kevin Durant.
The Masked Singer had
Wait, shout out Taylor. Wasn't Taylor in Thunderstruck?
Yeah, shout out to Taylor.
Shout
out to Taylor, our homie Taylor. He was in the SNL movie.
Yep. The Masked Singer
had a Pacers player in it. Had a why am I forgetting? Yeah, it was Victor Oladipo.
Oh, Victor. Yeah, he was on there. Victor
Oladipo was on the
Oladipo,
Masked
Pacers,
Singer.
yeah.
Who also played on the Thunder.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. But I remember
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew had basketball players in it. It had
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but Kyrie Irving played for one of those teams. It also had, I think, Nate Robinson was in it.
Oh, maybe OKC Thunder, Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I'm going to go, yeah.
I had Pacers Reggie Miller.
Reggie was in that?
Reggie's in I fucking hate Reggie Miller, dude. Reggie Miller can...
Wait, did Nate Robinson play for...
I'm not saying that.
Fat one.
Let me look.
Did Nate Robinson play for...
He played on the Thunder, didn't he, at one point? I could be so wrong.
He was a kind of a journeyman for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Knicks and Bulls. And
I thought
it was just Knicks and
after he
Bulls.
got knocked out by Jake Paul, it was kind of a wrap.
Yeah.
You're right. It was both. That didn't come up.
Nice.
We got that one.
Okay.
So far, we got... We
get an extra point.
So far, we got
So we're back
3
to-
out of 5.
Yeah.
So now we got one more.
Number 5. Entourage. That's how
wanna
New
s-
Yorkers say it.
Entourage.
Previously on Entourage.
Entourage. That's hard. Even though I've seen
There's
every
so many
episode.
cameos in Entourage.
That's what the whole show was. I'm gonna say it could
Let's
be
think
Kevin
about this.
It could be Kevin Durant. Could be Russell Westbrook. LeBron's been on Entourage. A lot of NBA players have been on.
I'm gonna guess it's OKC Thunder only because they've had bigger like superstars who would cross over into TV and movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say my boy Russie Westbrook was on Entourage.
I'm gonna say also Ron Artest.
I have no one. That was supposed to be like a trick. No one's on there, but I also could be wrong. The whole Supersonics thing.
How did you come up with no one?
Son of a bitch!
You just
I just picked like a
you
I
goddamn
looked at
son of a
Entourage
bitch!
And I was like LeBron James and Shaq and Amari Stoudemire. I don't think those people played on
Sam,
OKC.
you son of a bitch!
I think we just killed it.
Previously on Entourage.
Killed that game.
Killed that game. Barbara Streisand that game.
Shout out to Barbara Streisand. Called me last night.
What?
Late. Called me late.
Way to bury the lead.
Yeah, and listen, she was trying to bury something else. She was trying to get me to bury my bone, if you know what I mean.
Your Laffy Taffy?
She told me that. Shake that out.
Your Slim Jim?
It doesn't slim about Jim. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that slim about Jim.
Your fun size Snickers?
Well, if you put 5 of them together, then maybe.
Oh, yeah, because you're not you when you're hungry.
That's right. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Another very much so highly edited edition of the Lamorne After
No
Pill.
way.
Please make sure y'all go ahead and hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and join the movement that everyone's talking about.
Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about the movement here, where you take turns polling your fans. However you want to take it, do it. You know what I'm saying? We love you. Please go ahead and follow. Give us a like, give us a share. We really appreciate you. Till next time. Get me the fuck out of here. God, I hate you cunts. Ugh.
Oh, we're still rolling, Lamorne?
Suck my fucking dick, Kyle.
Lamorne, we're still rolling?
Shit.
Lamorne, we're
Hey,
still
fuck off,
rolling.
Josh. Sam, get the fuck out of here.
Lamorne, we are still rolling.
That was a HeadGum podcast.